So it seems like burglary is making a comeback in The Sims 4. I mean, they did originally try to not bring burglars back, but in The Sims 4 For Rent, they kind of did this thing where you break into somebody's house and you snoop for secrets, but it was pretty underwhelming. But with the announcement of the brand new Sims 4 Blast from the Past event, it looks like there's some very obvious hints to burglars and burglary, and I want to talk about it. So in the corporate cringe live stream that they did, they actually revealed some information about this event that I want to go over. So we know we're getting some of the older Sims objects back, although they didn't reveal too much here, but somebody has actually managed to already leak out the objects that you get from this, and they've turned it into a mod. Honestly, the Sims community is just so funny. Now, you might notice that it comes with this, which is a brand new aspiration that you can see here. And rather unfortunately, they named it Sticky Fingers. Of course, it's called Sticky Fingers. I'm surprised that they're being this so unfamily friendly. Not that I know what it feels like to have sticky fingers, because I use wet wipes because I'm clean. So looking at the Snooty Sims website, we're going on a lot of sites a day for some more details. Specifically looking at the new collectible milk cartons, and one of them includes a burglar. And you might think how dare they release an image of a burglar when we don't have burglars in The Sims 4 yet, because we have pretty much every other thing here. Even this random time traveler bloke from The Sims 3 into the future, his CAS objects are being put into this new pack, this stuff here. So the burglar is the only thing that we don't actually have out of all of this. And we do know, by the way, about the brand new Sticky Fingers aspiration that you will actually unlock, because with aspirations you unlock a special reward trait once you've completed them. With Sticky Fingers, you will actually unlock the ability to self-woohoo. No, I'm joking. What you unlock is the ability to be able to swipe items past the upper limit, because in The Sims 4, if you have the klepto trait, I believe, you can swipe a certain amount of items, but then the game prevents you from swiping anymore. So this aspiration trait will basically allow you to swipe loads of different things, which is, I think, an interesting one, that it's basically allowing you to become a burglar. I just have a feeling of all of the nostalgic things that they've been trying to put back into The Sims 4, the only one that's left is the burglar. And honestly, I don't know how it would work. I mean, you know what happened when they gave us the firefighter update? Firefighters just do they do that body roll dance. Is this a SatchOnSims first, me body rolling on camera? I think it is. Do you know what I mean? The firefighters, they just do that weird body roll dance, but they don't actually put out fires because they're so stupid. Can you just imagine a burglar spawning on your lot and it just fucking T-posing or doing press-ups or something? I can so see that happening. So I'm very skeptical about it. I'm also skeptical. I thought, would this be a base game update? But then I thought, no, this is EA. They'd upsell it to as a pack, of course. So burglars are more than likely going to be coming in the next pack, or at least in a pack sometime soon. What kind of pack could they come in? Would it come in a whole pack about thievery? I mean, I've said before in pack wishlist that I would actually love a pack that's all just about being a bitch and, just doing really horrible things, like the ultimate supervillain pack. So I personally wouldn't mind a proper villain pack, but I don't know if The Sims 4 would ever do that. So it makes me feel what could they actually add to a Sims 4 pack that's all about burglars? And I was thinking, maybe this is wild. So do you remember when I uploaded this video, EA released a list of new Sims 4 expansion pack concepts? My hair was bright blonde. Guys, I am dyeing it blonde again, I'm sorry. If that gives you the ick, I don't care. So they basically released a list of different pack ideas, and they all had these kind of different descriptions about them. Now, one which really stood out to me, which I just thought would have worked really well, is the one that says dive into a vibrant 80s, 90s retro world with bustling mall venues and freelance careers, hang out at the arcade, comic book store, game board cafe and ramen shop, enjoy classic activities like tabletop role-playing games, landline phones and rollerblading, be a babysitter, deliver newspapers, or be the beloved lifeguard at the community pool, have a blast on the waterside and drink from the hose whilst reliving this vintage era through old-time objects, unique storylines and unforgettable drama. So seemingly we're in the retro, going on with the retro theme here, wouldn't it be really interesting if they actually did a pack that was about time traveling into like a past world? And although that sounds barbaric, okay, do you remember when they did the Grim Reaper event? I did a whole Let's Play series of it on my channel, and in this event, this was leading up to the release of the Life and Death pack, which came with the Grim Reaper career. It was all about life and death, the whole pack, and so was this prerequisite event, the base game event. So if this brand new base game event is going to be about nostalgic things, time traveling, could it be related to a pack like this? Are we getting my dream pack where we have like newspaper deliveries and things like this? Are we getting The Sims 2 remade in The Sims 4? I personally don't feel like EA are ambitious and capable enough to pull off like a really solid, incredible pack concept. We're likely going to get something half-baked where every single main feature feels like an afterthought feature, being realistic. But just talking about the concept itself, I personally feel like this could be the most likely. Although it was only, I think, about 4 months ago that they released that survey. They wouldn't be able to crack out an expansion pack in 4 months, I don't think. I feel like it would take them at least a little bit more time. So is it really viable that it's coming in that way? I don't know. And it's not just burglars that we've had some little information about. I'm sure most of you watching this saw my previous video where I spoke about how packs are missing. For example, the everyday clutter kit, and a lot of the objects are actually missing from the packs. And in the most recent Sims 4 kits as well, some of the objects I've noticed are not actually categorized correctly from these kits. They're in the wrong like categories in the menu. That's had me thinking, are we getting a build mode update in terms of the catalog? Because I've seen this rumor thrown around quite a lot, and it has me believe that maybe the whole of build mode is just going to be changing up, which honestly sounds like a good thing to me because the current categorization is horrendous. So I'm just like entering this totally random lot. So when we look at objects, if we search by objects by function, I'm going to move my head out of the way. If we search by objects by function first, I just feel like it's not always that intuitive. Like if we go into activities in skill and misc, fucking everything is a misc activity in skill, and it's just ridiculous. Even like the objects by room, if I click on misc decorations whilst I'm under the kitchen menu and you actually look, none of these are actually kitchen decorations, and it doesn't make any sense. In fact, especially with the Sims 4, I just want to say with their like absolutely obscene fetish for clutter kits, like there must be a better way than having this 2-tile grid searching for all this. Tell me right now there is not a better way. Yes, there is, you liar. There is a much better way, and that's to completely change everything up. Could somebody also explain to me why under paintings, why the fuck are cobwebs like categorized as paintings? Why are cracks categorized as, why is mulch? Do you know what I mean? What is this cute little British bulldog or whatever the hell it is, and this grand painting, what do they have in common exactly? I don't understand. I personally feel like with the way build mode, was my head in the way then when I was doing all that? I'm sorry. I just feel like with the way build mode is going, with The Sims 4 becoming more of a build simulator than a game, they actually need to do major updates to the way build mode functions, because right now it's pretty diabolical. The fact that The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 had an expandable build catalog, I think honestly, even The Sims 1 may have had it expandable in some way. So the fact that The Sims 4, allegedly the sequel to all these games, doesn't have something like that yet is pretty severe. Especially we know like modders have done it, so like you can't tell me it's not possible. Why do I have 27 books here? Where are all these books come from? I don't know. So that's another update that we could be getting, which I think will be very interesting to see. Now we may as well look at the newest MySims leak as well that somebody has put on Reddit in South Central. I don't know if this is like the Spanish, for example, like the Spanish version of the app, but it seems like EA accidentally leaked MySims on there. So we know we're getting the MySims Cozy bundle coming to PC. That's already confirmed. As you can see here, it says MySims Action Bundle, which has actually appeared on their EA app. Now, you might be thinking, Satch, what could an action bundle be? In the MySims era, there we go, we actually got MySims Agents and MySims Sky Heroes that you can see here. So my theory is, okay, the action bundle is clearly going to be Agents and Sky Heroes, obviously. But then we've also got MySims Party and MySims Racing, and these two games were basically a dupe of Mario Kart and Mario Party. So it would seem fitting that we got these like multiplayer, like Mario Party dupe experiences in their own set. So it looks like we're going to be getting 3 bundles, it seems. We've got the first one, the cozy one, then we're getting the action bundle, and then we're getting the Mario Party bundle. I'm assuming, only one can reasonably assume this, but from this leak thing, I've lost it now. It also, oh, my headset, I keep forgetting to move, sorry. From this leak thing, it also says Beacon Bay, MySims Beacon Bay. So could we actually be getting a brand new MySims game? I'm assuming Beacon Bay would be maybe a placeholder title for the game, but it looks like potentially they're working on another MySims experience. Maybe that's what Project Renee is. Because when they click it, it's a 500 error. So I think it's interesting. Like they click it and it's literally just like nothing shows up. Having a look online, Beacon Bay was apparently a neighborhood in The Sims 3 for the 3DS, which I think is really, really interesting. Could they be remaking The Sims 3 for the 3DS, but doing it as like a MySims game? I don't know. Of all of the random, like weird Sims DS games, it's funny to me that they've taken Beacon Bay. I don't know if any of you guys played The Sims 2 for DS, but that game was like a psychedelic trip. Like it was the most weird game I think you could ever play. I feel like that one would have been more iconic, but still, I think it's interesting that they're looking back into old Sims, because genuinely, I just assumed that because I just assumed, allegedly, that EA is a toxic company, so they must have just such a high turnover that like maybe none of the current Sims Max's employees even know anything about the older Sims games because the turnover is just so severe. That's genuinely just the assumption that I made, because shit companies normally do have like quite a high turnover, especially with EA being known as like the McDonald's of the video game development publishing world. So it surprises me that they're looking back into the nostalgia of old Sims. So we've already had the iconic kits, as they call it, the 3 iconic kits. And then from the 27th to the 31st, we have nostalgia now. So how many? 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. That is 5 days. So I don't know like what they're going to be. Are they going to be unveiling something like once a day for 5 days? Maybe on one of the days they're unveiling the MySims remake, another day. I don't know. Who knows? Like I remember, like, do you guys remember when they like proper bigged up this live stream and it was just like 7 minutes long? I've had wanks longer than this live stream. But then they also announced on the 2nd, okay, I really just can't handle American date format. I think this is either 2nd of April, no, 4th of February. They are doing the 25-hour live stream where the Sims 4 event begins and we get the free content. They have actually confirmed that this 25-hour event will actually be featuring loads of simmers from around the globe. So it looks like they're just going to be getting simmers from around whatever in their network to do maybe a live stream for like an hour and then maybe have 25 simmers to do that. I mean, I was skeptical at first when they said 25-hour live stream because, you know, my Sims game crashes within 30 minutes. So that one will be interesting to see. I pissed myself if somebody's game crashed during the live stream. They have to play it safe and just stay in build mode, or even though build mode's not that safe these days. And then we've got the Motherload season, which is the official season roadmap. And then on the 25th of February, we've got a secret, which I'm assuming is an unveiling of the upcoming Sims mobile game. This, by the way, is going to be called, see, this one's already leaked. It's called The Sims Town Stories. This is basically a redo of The Sims mobile. Like, it's literally The Sims mobile. And of course, it has 100 different energy mechanics you can see down here. Currency, we can, no, 2 currencies, there we go. So you tell me what you're excited about in the future of The Sims Sims and what you're disappointed about. I'm certainly excited to see how burglars are going to work, and I'm excited to see all the bugs and glitches that are going to come with them. Anyway, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a future video. I will see you in the next one.